Ramen beef. Started playing Grim Dawn again after it was mentioned last stream I managed to make, which has spiraled into me re-downloading Diablo 4. The bummer that Grim Dawn didn't hold you. It's a better game than Diablo 4 at the end of the day, man. It really is. Okay, so yeah, we're going to play some Grim Dawn. We're not going to start recording yet. Welcome in YouTube, by the way. We got the YouTube stream going now. It's going to be a shorter gaming session today because I have D&D tonight. I moved over to smashing together a bunch of Terraria content mods to create a huge, glorious, massive content. Queen Gizmo. Both of you assume I haven't been going back and forth. Oh, okay. All right, Ox. All right. My character's looking kind of fucking badass, Chad. I'm not gonna lie. And a bunch of this shit isn't even transmogged. That's just the gear I'm wearing, because I'm just fucking kidding. Like, those weapons are not transmogged. That's just my natural swag, dog. Alright, let me get a bowl thrown together. There we go. This game again. Yeah. Oh, Grim Dawns and Diablo 4 at the same time? That's true. What's swag, dog? What's up, JP? Thorium, Fargo Soul, Secrets of the Shadows, lots and lots of stuff to play with and play through. Hell yeah. What's your build called in 2 words? Chaos Wolf, for sure. Chaos Wolf. I'm a werewolf and I do chaos damage. That definitely is like the build. I fly around and I spread red, angry chaos stuff everywhere. Oh, hell yeah, Mira. Grim My Dawn, Chaos Wolf Maxi. Let's go. Yeah, thank you. Started playing absolute difficulty? Do you mean... Or whoops, not this. Which, by the way, you know what? Let's bump up our difficulty. Let's go to veteran for today, baby. Do you mean ascendant? Which is new. Thanks to fascism. You got it, Eloquent. Ultimate, sorry, I'm not playing in English. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, Ultimate's not that bad. And if you're into it, I personally often find going back to the beginning of the game and kind of getting to, like, start fresh, but with your character, it's like New Game Plus. It's like New Game Plus. It's fun, you know? Okay, I'm gonna start going. So chat, 07, rip in peace to Terraria. Calamity for now, we'll come back to it later. Most likely thing to take its spot, not guaranteed. I need to think it over, chat. Most likely thing to take its spot is going to be Factorio. Most likely going to be Factorio. Yes, we've just reached the astral fields. Or skip to beat? Well, that's what I'm thinking.
All these centuries, the usurpers dare not even show their faces.
Oh, whoops, I'm not in wolf mode. We're good now. Splendors of the Eldritch Realm. So we're not into the new DLC yet, chat. I'm still just finishing up the base game. Let me know what volume is, by the way. Or not the base game. I'm finishing up the last DLC. Being so close to Chef's Kiss? Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I see kind of getting in the way a little bit is, like I said, I want to play Blood of Dawnwalker when that comes out in September. And I think that's going to be like a big time-consuming game. We'll see how that ends up getting worked in. Because Factorio is also a big time-consuming game, obviously. Dawn of the Bloodwalker. Yeah, Blood of the... No, it's Blood of the Dawnwalker. Wash, you silly goose. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you, man. You tripped me up on that. You tripped me up on that. Ode of the Meal Walker. Right. This is actually opportune in a way. I'll say that much, chat. I will. Last night, I was getting to the end of this DLC and being like, fuck, when am I going to actually get to stream the Fangs of Asterkarn content? Because I don't want to have to stop playing Grim Dawn. I'm having a really fun time playing Grim Dawn all the time. So this works out. Because now maybe we can stream it today. Maybe even finish it up on like Friday or something. And then I can continue playing, like I can go and play Ultimate offline if I want to. Obviously, no one's holding me to it either way, but I feel like there's not that many streamers doing, you know, full recorded VOD playthroughs of the whole DLC, actually. Not a super popular thing. At least not like commentary streamers, like the RPG heads are doing it. I don't know. It would be worth posting. Maybe not, but whatever. Fuck it, yeah. Yeah, by the way, my build is still just absolutely destroying. I'm running into basically zero issues. I've taken a few deaths throughout the playthrough. I think I'm still sub 20 deaths. Which obviously people clear the game on hardcore, so not actually impressive, but for just winging it, it's going all right, man. It's like Darkness Mechanics games, but this is awesome. Darkness Mechanics. What do you mean, Darkness Mechanics? Like it just being kind of dark in here and I light it up by moving over it? Yeah, I love this zone. This zone rocks. This zone's very cool. We're now at like the end of one of the DLCs, so it's definitely a particularly cool area of the game we're in. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. I knew I was like right at the end. When the mob's lighting things up. Yeah, it's cool. This is the final boss of this DLC, which is cool if I remember right. Are you coming down? Do I need to click something? Hello. You got cannons for arms. How skinny they are, chat. When are we gonna let Heroin Chic go? Do I even need to do mechanics, or can I just... Alright, we're taking some damage. Yup. We're gonna need to do mechanics, chat. We're gonna need to do mechanics. Fuck. Fuck, I didn't put a... God damn it. I didn't put a portal down. Damn it, we're gonna have to run all the way over there again. Now's when I'll actually move with the mouse open, with the map open. I've heard that the new bosses in the new DLC are very much like you have to do the mechanics even on optimized builds. They clearly took a note out of PoE's, you know, a book. And this is where PoE 2 stole that boss idea from, yeah. The funny thing is, ARPGs absolutely are incestuous. Not in the sense of, like, they're actually siblings that are fucking each other, but all of the ARPG devs that like the genre definitely play all of the other ARPGs because there's like 4 of them. You know? So it's like all of the Grim Dawn devs play PoE. All the PoE devs have played Grim Dawn. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. So now put a portal down back here. Oh, can I not? Damn, I should have put it just right outside of that door. Okay, for next time. We could do a little prediction. Do we get this boss on this attempt? You want to throw up a prediction, Mira? Wake chat up? After your for next time. Who dares disturb my slumber? Chat, get in the prediction. We'll leave 2 minutes. Do we get this boss on this try? This try. Let's see some money on the line. Get in on the prediction, everybody. Even my glass cannon-ish build, final boss of FOA, felt kind of easy to dodge. You didn't do that much damage. Was able to survive on even 1 or 2 attacks. All right, maybe, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe people on the internet are just babies. Nice. Shorts off to a good launch on YouTube, everybody. Thank you for helping propel it. Oh my god, 20k on belief. Holy shit. Doubters, there's money to be made. Doubters, there's money to be made. You had it playing on a loop this whole time? That's funny, G. That kind of shit, YouTube is definitely like, they just get rid of it. They're like, if somebody watches like 6 times in a row, they don't count that. Just stay big. Pretty decent sized spread now, everybody. All right. Never let you crunch except for when I do. That's fair. Can't really blame you. All right. Play it safe and careful. Don't get hit by the fucking meteors. Good. Don't get hit by that. This is XP. Grab it. Spread the resistances with the bone-chilling cry. Stay out of that stuff. Health's looking good. All right. I believe that he'll die. Rodolph, I'm so ready for you to be wrong. All right, P2 me. You broke the chains. Look at my dog, dude. Look at my damn dog. Get in there, kid. Get in there. That's Road Wolf, chat. That's the Highway Husky himself. He's canon. He's canon in Grim Dawn, dude. Road Wolf, that's you, son of Messi. Yep. Careful. We're actually kind of burning mana. Probably have to break this thing. Don't stand in like the, you know, Apocalypse Eclipse thing. Alright, boss at like half health. Iliads, kill the pillar. Watch our health. I'm a little worried here. We're getting smacked around a little bit, but we can tank the auto attacks. It's just some of the actual moves that we need to be careful. Dump over that. The right month for burning mana. Anyone here ever been to Burning Man? Whoa, the MTX chat. The MTX! Eek, look out on the ground. Definitely don't stand in the bed. Careful. Eek. We're taking hits. Health potion. Get out. Mana potion, actually. Eep. And I'm very, like, attack on hit build, so I kind of have to stay aggressive to keep my hits coming. Keep my healing coming. I have a lot of, like, healing effect stuff. A lot of, you know, lifesteal and whatever. Pop that heal. Grab this. In we go. Jump back in. It could happen in just a single second, chat, if we're not careful and I take too many of these attacks at once. We could get burst. 100 to 0 easy. It happened on attempt 1. You saw it. Get out, get out, get out! Whoop. Eat! Mana. Like the most intense one-hand gaming, chat. Come on. Heal up. Grab that heal as well. Skip out of those attacks. Don't get hit by nothing. Just be safe for a second. In. Oh my god, we got so low. Oh my god, we got so low. We got lucky. Like, well, we didn't really get lucky, but we had several procs that were up at once there, chat, that kept us alive. That boosted our defenses as we got really low. Holy. Holy. Come on. Come on. But that's just showing, man. Defensive layers pay. You gotta invest. You gotta invest. Let's go! Hey, believers! Ah, not too bad, baby. Not too freaking bad. Not too freaking bad. And a fun fight. A cool fight. Right at 420. Yeah, you're right. I earned another ball. My Crunchpuff. I mean, I'll take it. I won. I won, Cooper. I won. Boss too easy, scam, decreased difficulty, X3. Honestly, I think how close we got to death proved that that was actually a reasonable bet. I think I could have lost that easy. I genuinely think I could have lost that very easy. By the way, the Eldritch Sun, yeah. Paid actor. Maybe let's pray, but I think I've succeeded at stopping my drum breaking. I'll take it. Let's go, Waning. Yeah, once again, this game rocks. And, like, the boss fights are fun. I don't think they're, like, PoE 2 level at all. But, like, they're fun, man. Thought of that one clip. Yeah, Eldritch. Because the word Eldritch comes up all the time. Do I say it maybe more than I need to because of video games? Yeah, but the word's still fucking real. Fuck off, professor. You know? Primordial ruminations. All right, we're gonna keep it. Let me throw a bowl together. But now, that is we're done. We're done. I'm pretty sure that is the end of this DLC. So now we actually get to go start the Fangs of Asterkarn stuff. Generally, also, if you're like blasting through, the DLCs are pretty quick. Yeah, and it's cool as fuck. What about the Elb Pour? That's actually kind of clever, Cooper. Can't be mad at you for that one. Yeah. I guess I should actually probably, like, read the dialogues and stuff, because we're going to be streaming this for this DLC. I probably won't read all the lore notes, but I'll try to pay a bit more attention to the game than I do a lot of the time for these ARPGs, because we're streaming it. But I still feel like, honestly, I gotta be real with you, chat, a lot of ARPGs, including this one, the actual new authored content is generally not, like, that long. Because a lot of what is added is just more items and more classes and more features and more endgame activities and whatever. But so the actual, like, expansion area and stuff, I've found in, like, ARPGs, I feel like it's, like, 6 to 10 hours worth of stuff usually, as far as, like, new explorable zones and stuff. What NPC's gonna say about the fact you are a wolf? They mention it sometimes. Somebody just said, like, ah, a bunch at one point, I think. Because, I mean, already, funnily enough, I have not even gotten to the new expansion content at all, and I would say this expansion has been fun. Very fun. Because I've gotten to play this whole new class this whole time. So I've had a whole tree that I didn't get to use before. I've very much been using it. I'm a werewolf. There's been new items, and I've started picking up like these potion things. There's some new systems based around that. There's all the new quality of life that they introduced, like the auto stacking of like ingredients and stuff. Like the expansion has already been sick before I've even touched the new content in terms of like actual zones and stuff, just because of the way these expansions in these kind of games work a lot, where it's like we're actually just iterating on the whole experience. All right. Go back to base. Let's turn in like these final quests. And probably back to the Conclave of the Three, right? Yeah. Oh, I never destroyed the messenger. We gotta go find him.
Korvac's his count has been crushed.
We did it.
Korvac will do not think to but
Oh, I like that. All right. What is this other quest? Destroy the messenger. In Corbin Basin. From their dreams. All right. An active volcano, Pit of Atonement. Active volcano within the ruins of Corbin City, northwest of the Infernal Wastes. All right, let's do that, Chad. By the way, this game does that stuff, which I think is actually fun. I'm here for, personally. Where if you're like, what do I have to do for this quest? Believe it or not, if you just read it, it'll tell you. And there aren't really big quest markers on the map, and that's okay. I can see a place called Pit of Atonement on the map. Oh, and also, what's with giving only one skill point past level 90? I was fine with 2 after 50, but 1? I know. It is the economy, right? So, we missed the Pit of Atonement somewhere. It looks like I explored everywhere in these areas. Where's this? Oh, right there. Right there, chat. 100%, that's what I missed. Yeah, it does slow down a lot at that point, Kibber. You're already level 90, though, huh? You already got your character almost all the way up. That's funny. That shows how much the DLC added in terms of how high level you can get in just one playthrough now. Yeah. Tainted Blade, poison damage, no thank you. No freaking thank you. But yeah, I gotta say, chat, to pivot conversations here, back out of the whole art and tattooing thing, because I'm thinking for anyone to catch anybody up, I'm seriously considering looking into tattooing as a profession. Thinking it could be something to pivot from, to get out of corporate work, get into something more creative and just like skill based. I feel like one of the reasons I want to get a drawing pad for my computer at some point kind of soon, not instantly, but kind of soon, is just because obviously I need to practice drawing fundamentals, and I am going to do that. But a lot of design stuff gets a lot easier in the digital medium, where you can be like, you know what, this would look better if the head was 10% bigger, and you can grab it and size it up rather than erase the whole thing and redraw it. And I don't want to use those tools as a crutch, but I think it's a real thing that you also want to learn and get good and efficient and fast with those tools. Because realistically, that is how tattoo artists actually draw tattoos now, you know? Why I only draw on paper? Well, don't get me wrong. I'm going to be practicing on drawing on paper for a while. I just think I also need to learn that. Tattoo's too small. Your skin will stretch with age. Yeah, don't worry about it. Stretch out with age. Alright, grab the lore bits. Chosen Robes of the Void, that's a monster infrequent. It converts lightning to ether. Not interested. If I was doing an ether build, good to know though. You buff the Hellhound, but I don't know. Yeah, overwhelmingly, like last night was the first time in literally years that I've just picked up a blank sketch pad and been like, let's draw some things. And it was very fun. I really enjoyed it. So I'm definitely planning on just continuing to try and draw something every day. There's where I need to go. And if that gets cumbersome and I find that I don't want to do that, and obviously, man, life is life. There'll be sometimes where like days where I'm traveling or I'm doing stuff and I can't, whatever, that happens. For the most part, every day where I'm just having a normal day at home, I'm going to try to push myself to at least draw something, you know, and work on it. And if I find that cumbersome and like I don't like it, that's a good sign that I shouldn't be a tattooer. But if I'm doing this for, you know, 2-3 weeks and I'm finding I'm enjoying it, I might start looking into what it takes to get an apprenticeship and start learning the actual medium, because I also need to be realistic about I gotta like start earning money sooner rather than later too. And an apprenticeship is definitely just unpaid for a while. And I can deal with it for a bit, you know? Electricity's back? Let's go. Hey, there's the messenger. I don't even see you. Are you invisible? Oh, there he is. Bye. Wait, no, he's okay. Holy hell, he's just a damn Balrog. Yeah, you, I think I can face tank and ignore the mechanics. Seems like it's going alright. See ya! Alright, there's the quest we missed, taken care of. I'm now hated by the Eldritch Horrors. Hell yeah. Good in the easy half sumo diet, all the food and none of the workout? Yes, dude. You mean being American? Alright, where do I turn this quest in? Oh, with the Vanguard of the 3, not the Conclave of the 3. My fucking bad. Right. Cool. Okay, now we're actually done with this DLC. Let's go back to base here. Let's sell down all our items and let's prepare to go into the new one, man. Let's prepare to go into the new one. I'm also going to get rid of all the quests. Like, you were a thing I missed. You're Malmouth and whatever. You're whatever. Gotta run whatever. We'll have just the one quest. What did you call me? I was snaking? I don't even know. Let's just sum it up and say I called you shit dick. Let's assume it was unpleasant. Okay, I'm gonna sell down a bunch of crap. Nope. Nope. Yeah. Be nice from a defensive standpoint, but I don't think I need them. Fire Damahe, Vitality and Ether. Chaos damage adds to Doombolt. How is that unpleasant? I don't know. I don't really want shit on my dick. Oh, you picked the Orders of Death Vigils, but if you would have picked Kaiman's Chosen, you could have seen the messenger at their base and learned about Korvac earlier. Oh, yeah. I've definitely done Kaiman's Chosen once or twice, Gibber, but most of the time I just depend on what damage type I'm going for, and like, I'm pretty sure Death's Vigil's the one that gets chaos stuff. Goder, what's going on, dude? Welcome in. Alright, Acid Vitality. Chaos Poison. Vitality Bleeding, kind of nice. Jumping to nearby enemies, 30% when hit. That one's kind of nice, because I have Vitality stuff, I have Bleeding stuff. And right now my amulet is kind of just whatever. It's mostly a resistance stick, which is nice. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Having like a resistance stick is pretty nice. And this other thing has a lot less resistances on it. At some point soon, I'm going to need to start actually equipping like augments and stuff to give myself resistances. I'm going to keep you around for right now. Keep you around, I'm going to think about you. Malaquid? Right. Electricity stays. My phone decided despite having data it would not connect to the internet during the outage. That's annoying, sister of the sea. What are you for? You're a quest item? Embers of the First Flame. And that stuff was Chaos and Vitality, but for a build like this where I'm actually auto-attacking stuff, throw up a link in the Disky for later, Crunchum, when you actually get your tattoo gun. Okay, Mira. What kind of... I'm curious now. But yeah, if you're doing an auto-attacky build, those numbers right there that are like minus damage per second if equipped offhand actually are not exactly right, but are good enough to go off of, where if it's like, this will be a big minus, it's true. You can immediately write it off because of that. Once you really know what you're doing, maybe you'd find reasons not to. Ooh, this is interesting. Shitload more armor gives me more second right, which is an ability I like. Amplifies my Soleil Switchfire, which is an ability I'm already heavily invested in. To be fair, it is with vitality damage, some of which I'm converting to chaos, I believe. That looks like it'd be worth it to me, but I do lose the chance on attack for Chaos Bolt, which is nice. Any Chaos Wolves in chat? There's 3 inside of me, Hex. And I'm not even at the furry convention to get ahead of that one. It pushed up our damage, so... gay. Gay! Alright, more vitality. What are you... Oh, you're an offhand? No, fuck off. Grim Dawn maxing, you know it, Yak. Yeah, can you say... Yeah, could you look me in the jellies and say you've ever in your life looked this cool? Don't answer that. It's rhetorical. I know the answer's no. You dweeb. Physically see stream, humidity... Oh, steam, humidity rising from the road. Driveways and patches have died at grass and you're getting swampy. That sucks, sister. Every day of my fucking life. Right, we're almost done here, chat. Okay.
See you around.
I'm gonna drop off like this legendary. I'll put this medal away. I don't know what this quest item is, but I'm gonna keep it on. Or actually, no, I'll put it back, and then if we need it, I'll come get it. Keep you around. You're trash, actually. We equipped a better version of you already. We could sell you down, and then you we're going to put into just one of our legendary boxes somewhere. You're lightning cold. You do give all berserker skills. 60 to Mahe on the armor. Every now and then, I should poke in here and see if there are any legendaries I've picked up in the past that would be good that we haven't equipped. Vitality, bleeding, contagion. Enemies who strike you become diseased. Nah, I lose chaos damage. I don't think I like it. You are interesting, but you're two-handed. I want to dual wield, I think. For them fast wolfy attacks. How about you? Chaos damage, demolitionist skills. Crunch, I wanted to ask, can I pick one exclusive skill per class or just one at all? I believe it is one at all, Kibber. I believe it is one at all. Legendary belt. That could be okay. Love the offensive ability. In this game, chat, interesting wrinkle in Grim Dawn. Interesting wrinkle in Grim Dawn. You do not directly affect your critical hit chance ever. You affect your offensive ability, which determines how likely you are to hit enemies, as well as how likely you are to crit them based on their defensive ability. So see, this is around here. My chance to be hit, 87%. My chance to be crit, 0. Offensive ability, I only have a 1.5%, or that against this guy, sorry. Against the last guy that I attacked, I only had a 1.5% crit chance. He could not crit me. My defensive ability was sufficiently stacked. Ooh. Ooh, my shoulders are not very good. This could be better. Hold on, let's take a look. These shoulders. What do you do to our Damahe numbers? You push them up. I lose a couple points of Sacred Right, or Second Right. That's okay. Lose some Elemental Resistance, but in its place we get Chaos Resistance. Shoulders up are good. Same, brother, same. Yeah, I mean, my whole body's kind of weak, Hex, let's be real. Wouldn't describe myself as a strong fellow. Again, look around. You're what I'm wearing. Are you a better roll of it? Yes. It is a better roll of it. Well, no, yeah, it's pretty much just almost every stat is better. All right. And this right here, Kibber, this is the benefit of just having played this game for fucking years and like stashed away legendaries for years and the game not being league-based. So like stuff like this doesn't go away between leagues and it's like good. You good to me? No, you're cold damage. I love that you give me werewolf stuff, but you look like you're based if I were trying to go Nightblade. Or try to go Nightblade Berserker. That might fucking pop. Ooh, you hit Doombolt and Albrecht's Ether Ray. That would actually be a fun build now that I think about it, Chad. The Ether Ray is the classic just like shoot a beam out and you can just like mow people down with it. And if you mixed that with a cultist and had it so that doom bolts were proccing, so you'd be like shooting out like a red chaos beam and then have red lightning bolts hitting stuff around you all the time, that'd be a pretty cool fucking build, man. That's in my opinion, that's how ARPGs work. An ARPG is doing its job if while having fun playing a build, you see other stuff and start imagining a new build, you know? They gotta do that. That's how they keep you hooked. Legendary items and stuff like that are a great way to do it. Items that kind of suggest builds. You give me chaos damage. The legendary, we could replace our amulet with this. We were just saying we don't like our amulet that much. Though it's a lot of resistances. And we don't get any of the plus skills. We don't get any of the plus skills. But it's vitality and chaos damage, both of which I do. What do you do to my numbers? Push him up. Not like a gigantic amount. And what's the... Yeah, it like slaughters our resistances, Chad. I'm gonna say no for now. You need to keep an eye out on like your defenses in these games. You'll just start dying like crazy. This is good. Oh no, it's a ranged thing. Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, I do still have no relic. I should get a relic, Kibber. You're just right there. I have no defense. Okay.
I'll keep an eye out.
9,454 health is annoying. I'd be trying to hit 10k just cuz. Hey, I mean, if you're having fun with it. Yeah, give me a relic. Is there any of you that's like chaos damage? That is. Literally happened to me yesterday. Saw a new thing in PoE and immediately the link started connecting to that to form the foundation or build one. Such satisfying process. Yeah, it's fun. Glacier, vitality damage. Pierce. All of my pierce goes into... Hunting intellect inspires your allies to do better. All of my pierce goes into chaos damage. That's fire and chaos, which I like. But I can't make it. I need rigid shell. Might be able to make rigid shell. Mistborn talisman. This one I remember for some reason. I think this is like just good. 33% chance on crit. That probably leads into more crits. That's not bad. This is just like a tanky one. Can I make any transcendent relics? Those are 35. Wait, can I make fucking like a great one? These are level 60. Okay. We could make a 35, maybe, like you. That's great. Chaos damage, all skills in occultist. Instill sheer terror into the hearts of your enemy. I don't really want another attack, though. This is resistances. It's all vitality damage, though. Pet stuff. By the way, pet builds are really fun in this game, chat. I was thinking about spinning up a pet build to play once we're into the Fangs of Asterkarn DLC. If I want to play off stream, I need a new build to play. And I was thinking about spinning up a new pet build because I just remembered really enjoying them in this game, and it's been a while since I've done one. Yeah, it seems like that Chaos one probably is the best thing, even if I then just don't. If I then just don't use the active. Or maybe I'll just put it on the bar, and when I'm blowing everything, I blow that too. What's it going to take to make you? I have to make Inferno first. Void touched ammo. Bloody whetstone. A lot of crap, man. Need a bunch of Blood of Chthon, which I have. Let's go ahead. Can I make an Inferno? Where is it? No. I need rigid shell. Okay. Rigid shell. Make one of them. I'm back here. Inferno. Elemental because fire, ice, and lightning, or zone type? It is fire, ice, and lightning, Kibber. Yep. Make one of those. Now I have Inferno, which is something. And now, with Inferno, we want to make our way up to Terror. I need Bloody Whetstone and Void Touched Ammo. Bloody. Wait, how many of them did I need? Just one of each. Okay, not bad at all. Bloody. Ooh, I can't make it. Need Hollowed Fang and Blessed, okay, 4 of each. Blessed Whetstone. What was the other one? Bloody Fang, right? Or was it Hollowed Fang? Let's hope. Because then it was Bloody something. Bloody Whetstone. Yes, sir. One of those. And then we needed one of something else. What was the other thing, chat? We're getting there little by little. This is crafting. Void touched ammo. Yeah. Is one of those fuckers? Easy peasy. Terror. Here we go. We got an ability. Terror. Let's put it on. Why not? Terror item. See what it does? 1 second duration, 1 projectile, chaos damage, terrify for 2.5 seconds, reduce target's resistances for 3 seconds. Okay. Cool. My hair and scalp are nice and clean now. Let's go, Leo. Did you shower? I didn't even know she was like up and about. Oh yeah, she looks wet. Not like that, chat.
Come see what's left of my wares.
All right. I think we're actually good to start this DLC. Let's drip out first. Let's drip out first. I do want to stick with the, I want to stick with the general chaos motif. You know, like the red glowies. Let's see what we can do. You really reaching all the way to 9 in your keyboard? No. It's all on my mouse. I have 1 through 12 on my mouse. Which is like, 1 through the plus sign on the regular keyboard. Nemo, what's going on, dude? Welcome in. Happy freaking Wednesday. Yeah, this one's good. It was just, this one was like yellowy. The silver one is good. Not my favorite style, but it fits. Yeah, happy trash night, buddy. But also, 9 is kind of annoying to grab compared to the other ones, Kibber. So I still like... That's like, I'm putting that there for like something I'm not using all the time. Yeah, out of all the ones we're looking at here, That one, like, could work, but I don't know. Not hitting for me. If I were blue, that one would be cool for, like, a lightning gunslinger. No, I think we stick with... I think we stick with this. We're going to get to unlock a bunch of new fashion, by the way, because that's one of the things I'm excited about for the DLC. I don't think I've picked up much new DLC drip yet. I like my chest piece pretty well, actually. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool, man. That's kind of cool, the one shoulder with the scarf. I kind of fuck with it. These are cool, too. They have, like, a bleeding effect on them. These have fucking torches on them. It's definitely for more of, like, a fire build. That one's kind of sick. That one's kind of sick. It's not super, like, chaos-y, but it's kind of sick. Nah, I'm not sold on the bandolier on that one. This game also, if you do want to have, like, not super glowy MTX, you can do that too, which I appreciate. Any shot of another rounds tournament soon? Maybe, I guess, if there's community interest. Oh, if you want the tendrils, chat? I hadn't really thought that much about it, to be honest, but we could. I've been looking at getting rounds recently. It's very fun, Goater. We definitely will play it on stream at some point. You know, I like playing it every now and then on stream either way. Having a semi-regular rounds tourney does sound fun. Yeah, that could be a good time. Keep the tendrils and just send me the tendies. Yeah, actually, what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight, I'll probably have some tendies tonight. Some buffalo chicken. Buffalo chicken. I still kind of like this one. It's kind of a little played down, but I don't know. The one shoulder with, like, the deep red scarf is kind of working for me, chat. I also like this one. The bloody soldiers is cool, too. Bloody shoulders. Almost sleeping on the bed with his head in Crunch's pillow like a human. Gizmo's plotting. And then we could go like Giga World of Warcraft and go with this one and just be like Chaos Monster. Let's do, you know what, I like these ones. These ones sit in the middle. They have some kind of glowy going on, but they're a little more dressed down. Let's look at chest pieces, or chest pieces. Take me back to page 1. Nah, all of you are not cool enough. That one's like too red. It's so janky over the vagina as well. Very janky vagina physics. Dev's confirmed not seen vaginas. Take a good look at those chess pieces. Ooh. Oh god, so much red. So much red glow. That's like the chaos glow, though, it is. You want to be like a holy knight? No, I kind of liked our chest piece that we started on, the skull one. Yeah, it doesn't have the red glow, but it's a cool base to work from, man. Purple glowies for me reboot. Huge Truxaland. one's alright too. It's kind of just like a typical coat. I don't know, man. I think I liked the one we were rocking with, honestly. I think this looks pretty good. Can I change my metal? I can. Have you be like a glowing red pin? Have you be a little skull? Okay, I kind of like our Chaos Pantaloons are not bad, honestly. I like that you can see like the little Chaos runes on our legs. I don't really feel inclined to change them. One could be alright. Yeah, I kind of like seeing the runes under there. They almost look like a little sneaky. What about this? Make our fists spikier. That's what we have now. Give a little red fingies. The red fingies, chat? Oh, then my hands are crackling with chaos energy. Put like the chaos runes right on my hand too. My favorite quote with that movie is when Lancelot's horse guy gets hit with the arrow and just says, "Message for you, sir," then collapses. A funny movie. Monty Python and the Holy Grail, believe it or not, chat, if you haven't heard of it, pretty funny. I feel like this one blends in a certain way and it matches the runes thing. I think I like it, actually. I think I like it. Let's do booties and we can get out of here, chat. I'm keeping the weapons. Honestly, I like the weapons. Took a hit off my pen because my back hurts? Hell yeah. Those will do. The straps in the back are actually a little crazy. Do this to have a glowy ground. I don't think I have anything that does like a chaos ground. Lightning ground. You know, this is the kind of shit that would be... You have to pay for this kind of microtransaction, and it is so refreshing in this game that it's like, no. The lava ground is just a transmog that you pick up like any other transmog. You know? That one's cool, actually. Not very chaosy, but I kind of like the way it blends in with the rest of the set. Yeah. Oh no!
See what's left of my wares.
Alright, chat, speedrun. I know what I'm choosing now. We're leaving you as you are. We're switching to... this. We're switching to... this? No, what was the one? This. I think that's all we actually changed. Changed the metal, too. Good. Alright. We've been live for about 2.5 hours, chat. Like Cultist Forge Master vibes. Yeah, I like it. Calamity has been replaced by this game for the night. Blue tacking, yes. At this point, we have 2 hours of stream left. I think I'm going to take 10, then we'll come back and we'll do a recording of getting into this next DLC. We'll do a recording again in this next DLC, and that'll be streamed for today. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing a full 8-hour stream. 2 requests, lots of stuff. Friday, we'll be doing a full 8-hour stream. Saturday, we'll be doing a full 8-hour stream, so... Week's been a little light so far, but we'll be hitting it heavy in the next few days. That bothers me. Looks cool, though. You're going to be a wolf 99% of the time anyways. Yeah. We are. Because the game doesn't force you to, like, not be a wolf. He doesn't say anything about me being a wolf. Some of them do.
So, another monster is...
Hey, Moto Monster, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. Okay, let's take 10 minutes, chat, and then we're going to come back and we'll actually do a recording. Hopefully you all have been enjoying hanging out. Thanks for chilling for like a very like low-key stream day. I know we pivoted off of our planned game, but obviously it's for all the very well-discussed reasons at this point. So, it's 4:58 right now. I'll be back at 5:09. Stick around if you're enjoying the stream. We'll be right back. Don't drown in the slime. This isn't a Nickelodeon's Kid Choice Awards situation. You would imagine if someone drowned in the fucking slime. The Nickelodeon Kids Choice Award. That'd be a great, like, spoof backstory for a character. My brother and I were incredibly close until he drowned in slime at the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards. Everything changed for me that day.
Don't forget to put the papers out for...
All right, yeah. Jimmy. Oh, this is the paper for Jimmy here. Okay. So before we even speak to this cretin, let's just throw a newspaper at him.
Hey, Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me? Things are so much better between us when you remember the paper in the morning. And let's keep him that way.
Dude, punch this kid in the head. He's too short. Wait. Wait.
I won't hesitate, bitch!
No hesitation. The kid just fine. Get me back in the house, Mom. Dude, what is this game? All right, here's the edge. This is what we're looking for. Now we're edging, Chad. Now we're edging. You know how many times I had to talk about edging with my mother yesterday, painting our new house? Because it's appropriate. You got to edge the windows and you got to so on and so forth. You know what I mean? But it's like, that's my mother. And I'm like, Ma, you edging over there? And she's like, yeah, son. And I'm like, good. I don't know anything about Hollow Live or the VTubers involved in the group. And I'm excited to check out the game. Oh, my God. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh! Oh! Ooh! Cool. Do I like VTubers now? Scar was in the right? Have you seen the film? My case speaks for itself. Mufasa was greedy. How so? Had the right to fight for the kingship. He didn't fight for it. He used subterfuge and skullduggery to organize a wildebeest stampede and get Mufasa, you know, effectively in a gotcha moment. Like, kicked him into the stampede and then just sat there and watched as Simba discovered what fucking death was, bro. Fuck Scar. He is cool, though. He looks cool. Jeremy Irons did crush it. But fuck him, dude. Free X to Yuri? What the hell's Yuri? Yuri is salvation? That doesn't tell me anything. Yuri's purification of the soul. Okay, yeah, we're going abstract. Yuri is gay girls do gay things? Hell yeah, brother, let's go. Amen. The opposite of Yowie? So it's Yuri, and how would I pronounce the other one? I'm assuming that one's when the peepees are involved. Yaoi? Yaoi. Yaoi. Like that? Yowie? Blender said Yowie. Is Blender wrong? There's some disagreement. Thank you guys for introducing me to the important terms first. Yamete kudasai? It means thank you? What does it mean? Please tell me what it means, Chad. Please tell me what it means. I don't want to start making guesses because they're going to make me look dumb. Whoa! Oh my God, Blender just scared me. He said, Yowie?
Don't be technical. Yowie.
Yowie. Yowie if you're American, he says.
I think Kudasai means please stop. It's hentai when they're like,
Come and say that to the mic. Come and say that to the mic.
Yamate Kudasai.
You like.
You didn't have to go with me.
No, you put it like pulled
It sucked
me.
you a little
yeah.
bit? You were a little sucked and a little fucked in that instance, weren't you?
And usually I like both of those, but this time it didn't feel so good. Mr. Stark. All right, we're back. Oh! Nice. Mooncat.
What's happening? Oh, is that the fog? Or are we that high up? There is like a Fortnite storm, huh?
Yeah, I think there is.
So we are cooked.
Okay. Kind of cooked. We gotta see it off together, so I don't want to climb higher than you.
All right, all right. Yeah, come over here, right on this little edge. Come to me, my baby boy. Let me touch your nipples one last time as we look at the sun.
It was an honor.
I can see you creeping up out of the corner of my eye, but I just can't stop looking at you.
Look into my eyes.
Don't look at it.
Don't look at the mist. Don't look at my insane eyebrows.
All right, sayonara, pal. Yeah, shoot
right,
your
well.
rope at me one last time, Daddy. It's like Romeo and Juliet. They died together. It's so romantic. Oh shit, I'm out of heels. This is where I shine, baby. This is where I shine. When the going gets tough.
The crunching gets puffed.
Was that off the rip, dude? That was good.
He's killing himself.
Found something over in the library. Meet me there? You mean right there? Literally right there? These games will be so obscure with their instructions sometimes, and then for something like this, we'll leave a note that's like, hey, come meet me in sight. See me right over there? Yeah, I'm gonna leave you a note, tell you to come meet me there. But then other shit, they're like, oh yeah, we thought you just intuit that you had to get that one ring and put it on before you jumped into the Black Abyss to get to this one boss. You know, we thought that was just obvious enough. No problem. Also, everybody jumps over that thing, right? After like your first or second run, nobody's kicking this cart. Unless I'm missing high value to that cart. You always kick them down, really? That's interesting, kicking it every single run. That did not go the way that I was thinking. Wow. All right, well, then I'm sorry, I'll kick it. Or maybe I'll forge my own path, I don't know. You mean after 346 hours it needs to be kicked? Kicking equals fun? All right, yeah, fair. That was the justification my older brother tried to use when we got kicked out of Chuck E. Cheese because he kicked Chuck E. Cheese too many times at his birthday party. He kicked the shit out of Chuck E. Cheese's shins. I've never made a pie in my life, and I feel like, frankly, I'm not equipped with the knowledge or the skill. I think if I tried to bake a pie, it would be a disappointment for everybody. Honestly, maybe even least so myself, because I would have low expectations, but like whenever a baked good is made in my apartment, since I live with like 4 roommates, everybody's like, hell yeah, I get to have some of whatever baked good is being made. This pie, its failure wouldn't be known only to me. The pie would be anticipated by my roommates, and then at the time that it's all cooked up, I've left it on the windowsill to cool, and it has not been stolen by a cartoon character. They're going to be experiencing extreme disappointment at the pitiful product that I've laid before them. So all of this is to say, not only do I not think I could make the pie, not only do I know that I could not make the pie, but I know that there'd be shame and disappointment that comes along with it as well, which just makes the whole endeavor a net loss. All right, throw that one away. 10/26. We got 10/31 coming up. We could win on Halloween. 10/31, good date you win on. Oh my goodness. 10/28, 3 days till Halloween. Hi, Oatmeal. Oh, he died. Well, I need to pet Oatmeal for a second. He's purring. We need a heal. That was a stupid time to do it. I started thinking. I cannot think here. This is it. This is 10/31. Turn the brain off. It's Halloween Town time. Throw. He's spinning. He's a Beyblade, baby. Poke him in the dick. Why did I go for that hit? That was so foolish. Oh my goodness. Heal like 8 times. All right, just lock back in. Where were they? Where are they? No! Just get stammed. Just get stammed. We need a heal, but I'm too greedy. I gotta go for it here. Jump heavy. You're done. You're done. Let's go! You're fucking done. Let's go! Oh, I just want to say I called my fucking shot. What did I say? 10/31. 10/31! We do it on Halloween. Trying to get me with that boulder trap? Not today, not now, not ever. All right, we're okay. Look at those dart blocks. I see them. I see the dart blocks. All right, throw glow stick. Yup, I fucking knew it. This chest is trapped to high heaven, bro. There it goes. Break that. Please do not kill me. What?
Please do not kill me.
Come on! I see the traps, thankfully. Whoops. Come on, classic. Nice. All right, I think I got them all. I think we did. Come on. Does Yak pee while sitting down?
That is like the proper way to do it. I just want to point that out because scientifically, to empty your whole bladder, sitting down helps you empty it like more or whatever.
Can I just say that, like, I just would rather sit than stand because I feel like standing is some peasant shit. Why would I not min-max my comfort?
I like to pee with the door open so I don't like turning my back to my apartment just in case they have to attack. So I keep my front towards the door.
This boy constantly on edge.
Yeah, he's prepared for an attack. Caught with pants down is the worst. Caught with pants down is the worst unless you can easily retract your naked legs from the pant hole. Because if you could just like retract your legs and go sans pants into a fight, I don't think that actually hurts you. It's a debuff, right? If somebody comes at you clothed and if somebody comes at you naked, the naked one's scarier every time. And I think people would aim to avoid hitting your dangling dong, if you ask me.
The one time where homophobia actually is good. Pray to God they have it, dude. You don't have to have it. Just pray to God they do. You know what I mean?
Touch bean evolved javelin. Let's fucking go. Long Inus. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, but you can't deny the fact that Inus sounds like anus. And that shit's funny. Scary old lady in the dark? No. Ominous vibes from the old lady in the darkness. Talk to her. Just talk to her. Wait, we don't have to fight. Skin Granny. The fuck? I was like, talk to her. I didn't know her name was Skin Granny. All right, kill her. Whoa! That's fucking sick. Look at that art, chat. Skin gritty, my god. All right, let's let her step on us and let's get on with our day. Or let's just go in like this. Will this work? Yep. Okay. I just want to say I just parried all that guy's hits while I was glancing. How about you tell stories about your childhood while we travel? That is a good idea. I should banter. That would be the good streamer thing to do. Actually, here, chat, I got one for you. Have I ever told you guys about the time that I fell down the stairs naked? I was a young tot. It was just my mom and I home. I want to say I was like 7, 8 years old. All right, we're back, chat. Thank you for sticking around through the break. Appreciate y'all. Play some more Grim freaking down. We did. We had a Fred in the backyard. There was like a gopher or something out there. I don't know. Some kind of ground squirrel. Bunny, fox, coyote. Yeah, it was some kind of brown, you know, I don't know, woodchuck, gopher, not a possum. I don't know. some kind of something. Some kind of loaf-looking guy in our yard, like eating something in the yard. It's chill, though. Yeah, cutie. Ah, Mira, yes. Also, this fake skin. If you're listening to me, Mira. Yeah, this stuff I had heard all about. And was told I'd already like been looking into the idea of getting this. Definitely gonna have to try that. I wonder how much like a tattoo gun is. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to look into it later. I plan on just at least for some of D&D tonight, doing some of my drawing then. See. Yeah, I think looking into a drawing pad would be good. I hope Ox does hit me up and send me some recommendations. But yes, I would definitely have to get a gun, get some of that fake skin, all that stuff. I don't know how easy it is. I don't know how easy it is to like get an apprenticeship and like get a job. I mean, people do it, right? It's got to be doable. Which is kind of horrifying. That kind of seem like cameras. You can get cheap ones to do the job, but the upper ceiling can be crazy. Yeah. I definitely don't need an upper ceiling one, especially not right away. But I do, if I'm going to go for it seriously, I want to not get bottom of the barrel. I'd probably get like, you know, the one step up from the bottom. Because once again, I have one step up from Pokey Stick, yeah. I have, you know, I don't want to spend a lot of money, but I know that this is not a thing that I can attempt to do without any spend. So I have to be smart about how I invest in it and think about it. I also want to make sure I'm actually interested first. So I'm not going to do any of this right away into the spending, but I need to do it before long. So next couple weeks, few weeks, I should. Oh, so much to think about, man. So much to think about. Oh. I'm at a damn crossroads, chat. Humor me with another Disky image? What do you mean, humor me with another Disky image? Like, you want me to look at something else on Discord, Mira? Sounds like a feet thing. Maybe a feet thing, yeah. ARPG channel? Sure. Ah, I see. I see. Let me do this so you can see it. So, you want me to see a Path of Exile thing? I love these arrows. Thank you, Mira. You do put together a great guide. We have a scepter here. It clicks for you like it did for me. Yeah, let me think. Physical damage scepter. It increases elemental damage, intelligence, cast speed, mana regen. Minions deal increased damage. Each summoned phantasm greets you Phantasmal Might. Phantasmal Might grants added spell physical damage based on the level of the phantasm. Multiple instances of Phantasmal Might stack. Increases and reductions to minion damage also affect you. Spell, physical. The spell creates ethereal blades which orbit an area around you, dealing damage. 30% more damage for each blade. So, okay, let's see. If I'm seeing this right, Mira, you are not doing a summon build. But these count as phantasms. Meaning that they're added spell damage to you, which is then adding damage to them, and they're multiplying damage more. By the way, more is a big word, I think, in PoE. More damage for each blade, so it's multiplicative. You can have up to 10 of these blades at a time, which are all granting you Phantasmal Might, buffing you up a bunch, and in turn, obviously them, because you're casting them. I think that's what's happening. Using a scepter to spam out a bunch of these spinning blades that are killing everything. Hey, Squid and Rather Ancient. Welcome in, guys. More blades. Yes. Nice. Yeah, I saw it. Let's go. I had a friend who got a new roommate. He didn't have a job, but he was totally good for the rent money because he had a portable tattoo gun. Totally legit. He swears. That's funny. Yeah, Squid, I was telling them I'm very seriously, how's your dawn exceptionally grim? You know it. I'm very strongly considering looking into tattooing as a profession. Drawing something I did a lot as a kid, and I enjoyed a lot, and I kind of fell out of the hobby, but got a sketchbook. I'm going to try to push myself to do some drawings. I drew a bunch of stuff last night. Just like thinking of other stuff besides working in an office, man. Yeah. Be cool? Yeah, yeah, well, and we'll see. I don't know if I'm actually going to, have what it takes or be into it enough or some combination of the two. Yeah, I'll practice on Squid's head. Also, yes, thank you for the jewelry store recommendation, by the way. We had a great time yesterday. We had a great time at the jewelry store, and with the stones my mom gave us, it actually seems like an engagement ring will not be prohibitively expensive. It will be expensive, but not prohibitively expensive. Because we have the stones. We have like family heirloom stones and chat, for what it's worth, drop grip in your fucking dawn. You guys, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. My mom, good looking out on my mom's part. She brought down stones. She has 2 little side diamonds that come from her side of the family. And then Leah's thinking about using this sapphire for the center stone. It's like a dark sapphire. It looks basically black. But if you look at it in the light, you can see the blue reflections in it. It's pretty cool. And that's from my dad's side of the family. So it's like a cool like family heirloom from both sides, which is cool. My mom also, Chad, I haven't reviewed it yet. I will at some point. I'll let you know. My mom gave me a notebook, which was her personal notebook for taking notes on me as a baby. I don't know how many years of my life it is, but it's at least like the first, few years of my life through maybe like 5 or 6, where my mom would just like write things down, like June 30th, Chris talked for the first time today. Whatever. And it was like a nice, cute thing to give me. But the first thing she says, she's like, oh yeah, by the way, I found this notebook. I thought you might be interested. I figured there'd probably be some funny stories for stream. I was like, okay, yeah. Good shout. Good shout, Ma. So I'm going to read through that at some point and we'll see what I find. We'll see what I find. Talk about him exactly the way he talks about oatmeal, maybe. Live reading. I was constantly asking for Eternal Darkness. He is 5 years old. Turn your early ages into monetizable content. Yeah, that's exact. My mom was like, hustle, son, hustle. My mom did famously write a poem out of frustration. Blind playthrough on the Notebook, yes. Chat, do a stream. Do a stream. Reading Ulysses blind playthrough. That would be very funny. That would be very funny. I don't even show you guys the book. It's just, you're just looking at me holding it. Mama's based. Yeah, she wrote a poem out of frustration with me because I wouldn't stay in my crib at night. I figured out how to climb out of my crib and get out of my crib, and I would run into her room and like smiling and laughing like it was a game. Yeah, occasionally I react. I'm like, I don't know what James Joyce was fucking smoking with this one, brother. I don't understand a thing. Spider-Puff? Yeah, I don't know. I was just sick with it. I would just climb out of the crib, and then I would run down into a room like all smiling and beaming, and then she'd be pissed, and I'd be scared, and I'd run away, and she'd have to like collect me and put me back in bed. And she'd repeat that cycle like a few times before I finally went to sleep. And understandably, she was a parent. She just wanted a fucking second, bro. She just wanted a fucking second. She'd been dealing with me all damn day. You know? So yeah, she wrote a poem about it called like The Nightly Ritual or something like that. And it was literally like, she was like, this was what I felt was the most cathartic experience at the time. Eat high alc, holy shit. Oh, let's go, Bob. Good for you, buddy. My nephew definitely keeps me busy, yeah. You don't have enough dumb friends to learn your tattoo craft on. Chat with your local butcher. It could be artistic and delicious. I actually feel like I have a decent supply of dumb friends. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, talking to the butcher, yes, that is smart. People do practice on pigskin and stuff. I know that's a thing. But I feel like Squid would probably let me tattoo like his thigh or something. I was telling my band yesterday, and literally all three of my bandmates were like, yeah, you give me a tattoo. So actually, I think we're all right. I think I have at least a number of canvases to work on right out of the gate. But it would be a while before I get there, man. I need to draw and I need to practice on the fake skin. You know? I'm just dumb enough. I also think if you're a person who has several tattoos, most of the time you'd be pretty okay putting random crap somewhere that people won't see a lot. You know? Tattoo you do to the sun on your shoulder, yeah. Like if you get a tattoo on like your upper thigh as like a dude, like it's just not gonna be visible that much. You know? So it's kinda okay. Like whatever, man. All right, we should get into this. The rock on his finger. One? What are you talking about? It's clearly a castle. Clearly a castle. I would never be able to tattoo a tiny peanut doodle on my balls. Well, that's very specific. I wouldn't do that either. I don't want to tattoo my balls ever, bro. How many subs for you to get a tramp stamp? I don't know. Not that many. All right. Game, chap. What's up, everybody? We are here to check out the new Grim Dawn expansion, the Fangs of Asterkarn expansion. I've actually now leveled a character, and I'm at the point of going into it. I have cleared all of the base game and the previous two expansions, both Malmoth and Forgotten Gods. I am playing a Chaos Witch build, or sorry, a Chaos Werewolf build. I'll pull up my trees for a second. If anybody wants to pause for a second and get to go over what I have, that'll give you the chance to. Berserker tree. And then I'm going to hit you with Devotion. And I'm going to zoom out here. Let you kind of see what I've been doing. See what we've been working with. Oh, I have a point available, by the way. Hell yeah. Put that here. I want to work down and get this hand. And I've just been winging it. I'm not following a build guide or anything here. This is purely me just picking stuff. And it's been going really well, actually. It's been going really well. So, let's get into it now. I'm going to shoot up to, it was at Fort Icon, I think, was where I start this new DLC. So let's do it, man. I'm excited. It's been super fun just playing with the expansion so far in terms of the new werewolf class. Pretty simple. I'm mostly just dashing around and hitting stuff as a big wolf, but it's satisfying and fun, and I've really enjoyed some of the new quality of life, like the auto move reagents and stuff. Has been really nice. So, let's do it. Scout Avens, this is the guy. Stripe over on YouTube says, tell Roadwolf I say rock and stone. Roadwolf, rock and stone. That'd be me. Alright. I and the rest of my troop were dispatched to the northwest in what should have been a routine scouting mission. And for me, it largely was. Few peace sightings, yeah. The frozen reaches of Asterkarn are home to all manners of creatures. Home alone to the Kern are ancient enemies. All right, they're setting me to go into the frigid north of the Frostvale Highlands, chat. Let's go. Did Rock and Stone? Stripe did. Tomorrow will be FF7. Blender can make it. Not sure on Blender, but if he can't, I'll just play on my own, Roadwolf. Unless that's a deal breaker for you. If that's genuinely a deal breaker for you, I can make it happen. It's just kind of hard to arrange. And I keep forgetting to do it prior to making the schedule and everything, you know. If you would prefer that we delay it to have Blender there, yeah, Deep Rock Galactic would be fun to play. I've never played it myself. A current opportunity. Suggesting because you said he's a big fan. He is a fan, yeah. He recently played through it himself. It would be fun, don't get me wrong. I would like to do it. It's just more involved, you know what I mean? We've like moved away from each other and shit. Do it either way? Okay. I'll tell him to... I'll be talking to him a little bit on D&D. I'll yap with him about it. I'll see if he's available, and if not, maybe he'll at least be able to, like, jump in a chat and harass me that way. Alright, take me up here. So we're fighting new stuff, by the way. We are now in the new zone, the Frostvale Highlands. We've officially actually moved into the new content here. Mostly still, though. I'm assuming it's going to be more chill Grim Dawn. So, you know, let's look at what we see. Let's see the new enemies and stuff. I'm excited, hopefully, for some new drip. That'll be nice to get some new cosmetics after, you know, it's been a long time since there's new content for this game. And I've played a bunch of Grim Dawn. I love this game. Mod, some huge spoilers? Oh, baby. Okay, I'm also going to be very thorough with actually exploring the full zones here. Since this is our first time going through the DLC, I am going to try and just totally clear the map. In each zone, I want to look for, like, little secrets and side quests and stuff. One thing I really enjoy about Grim Dawn is the way they do that. Hey, by the way, if you got Calamity in your schedule, you might want to take it off if you haven't heard. I have heard, Bob. We actually were going to play Terraria Calamity today and canceled it because of that. Which gave us time to play Grim Dawn instead, which is rad. Alright. Hit this here. Yeah, honestly, and Bob, no, doing no wrong. Thank you for shouting it out and everything. But if anything, you're proving why we were like, we should cancel it regardless. Because there are like some arguments for continuing, but it's like people aren't going to be bringing it up. And that's exactly why we were like, it's just... I think we made the right call. All right, we're already getting some stuff. Genuinely sad about Calamity. It is a very big bummer. Yep. It is a big bummer. And especially just these days, it feels like so many, you know, IPs and things we like are constantly getting ruined by people being shitty that are involved. Yada, yada. Okay, let's keep looping around. Make sure to very thoroughly clear out these zones. YouTube to catch you up on where we were yapping right before we started recording this episode. We were talking about tattoos because I'm in between jobs right now and I'm considering a career shift. I really like creativity and art and stuff, and I drew a lot as a kid. I'm thinking about getting into tattooing, so we've been yapping about that. I feel like one thing I want to do to practice some of these upcoming nights that doesn't necessarily sound as like intensely fun, but I think it'd be good just to practice, and I want to try to like actually take it seriously and improve, is I should probably pick like single things and draw them a bunch of times. I feel like I have heard that before in like as just like general art advice. And so like I should pick like a, you know, hey, we'll catch you later, Nutter. I feel like I should pick like a subject. You know, I should pick a subject like a dagger and draw like 10 flash tattoo style daggers, you know? Like look at references, subject oatmeal. Yeah, cat's another good one, cat faces. Oatmeal, good name for a tattoo shop too. The only thing with tattooing is that the market is down. A lot of people don't have the disposable income they had, say, 10 years ago. I know, I mentioned that. Genuinely, Squid, I mentioned that the other day when I was talking about this same thing. I was saying the bummer thing about tattoo is I'm looking at that like it's something else I could maybe do, but it's still kind of a dream job because the market is down. It's apparently not the best industry right now. I don't know, man. Draw hands. If you can do that, you can do anything. I actually have, I'll post it in the Discord later. I have, I did an exercise in high school where I drew my hand just looking at it. I drew my hand just looking at it, and I dug it up the other day thinking about drawing. I was like, how good was that? Looking it back up, and it's pretty all right, man. Don't get me wrong. I am no prodigy. It's like an amateur's work, but it's definitely the kind of thing. It's definitely the kind of thing where I was like, you know, maybe I could practice this and get better effectively. Things you work at it while you have another job and go full-time once you're good enough to have solid clients. Yeah, and that's just like stream, you know, which, yeah, I don't know, man. God. Which I've obviously already been doing for the last 2 years with this. Yeah, it's tough, man. I don't know. Something to look into. I'm definitely going to keep at it for right now. I'm going to see what it would be like to get an apprenticeship and stuff. Because frankly, I don't need payment immediately. Like I was saying before, I don't need a job immediately. I have severance. I have unemployment. I can chill for a minute. I can go without pay for like, you know, some number of months. I don't know if that's actually long enough to get spun up and start making money in that job, though. Honestly, it's probably not. It's probably not. Let's be realistic. A whole bunch of artists on Instagram and copy their work. Right. We cleared that whole last zone, by the way. Yeah, we did. Not finding anything too crazy. We are looking for some missing scouts, I guess. Learn some good prompts in the GPT. Have a printer. The rest is profit. Dude, I'm getting out of corporate because I want to use AI less, dog. Like I could just get another corporate job. I even shouldn't say I can just get one. The corporate market is also ass, chat. When I say I could just get a job, the actual reality of that is I could just get a job, you know, bartending. That's probably the best I'm looking at. Corporate's going to take months and hundreds of applications. Asterkarn? And realistically, though, if I stick at it, I think I probably could do it. But literally, man, in that career counseling session I had earlier this week, he was like telling me about how to min-max my, my keywords in my headline and how I, it's actually optimal to have ChatGPT put emojis before all your things because that's what the other algorithms are looking for. Like, I was just feeling like genuine existential dread staring down the face of that future, I don't know. All right, you may make more bartending? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know, man. Yeah, tattoo blind playthroughs. I'll probably, well, like I said, I think getting one of those drawing pads so that I can draw on stream, that is a good way to at least kind of combine these two things, right? I think I somewhat have built up a decently resilient audience that is just here to chill regardless of the exact nature of the content. No doubt we would lose a good amount of, there'd be a fair amount of people that wouldn't want to watch drawing streams versus would want to watch gaming streams. And that's totally natural. This is a TV show. You should watch it if you want to. Yada, yada. By the way, I hit level 60. You were exaggerating with the emoji part, right? No, I literally was not. This is what he did. He had me pull up a very specific person on LinkedIn. He said, look at their profile. And it had a thing, it was like an about me, and it had an emoji at the beginning of each section, and then it had bullets with all these very specific things. And he said, okay, here's what we're going to do. Open up ChatGPT. And I was sharing my screen on Zoom. I open up ChatGPT, and he says, copy the about you have now and say, reformat this with distinct sections and emojis as the headers and like one other thing. And then I pasted it and did that. And he was like, okay. And then just copy and paste that, put that right into your bio. So yeah, that exact format there, that's what the algorithms that recruiters use. That's what's going to allow them to categorically sort it the easiest. That's how they're going to understand it. So that's going to give you your best shot. It was like it was genuinely not concerned about if it was going to be read by somebody. It was purely just, this is what might get you to show up on a recruiter's desk via the algorithm right now. And this is a professional career counseling service that my previous company hooked me up with because they laid my ass off. And so that's why I'm saying I came out of that meeting and was like, dude, I don't know if I can do it. Because we're talking about the rest of my adult life, man. And like, even in my current job, I was okay enough with the work, but I kind of realistically, I didn't want to rise up that much further. Like, look down the barrel of a job in corporate. What are you looking at? Best case scenario, towards the end of your career, there's basically two paths. There's two paths. You either become an executive, which is, big money, big investment. It's kind of your whole life. You have to put your moral qualms aside because you are going to be fucking people in one way or another. Or there is like, rise to the very top of your specialty. Be like, a director of an engineering department. That kind of thing. You're not C-suite, but you're senior. You're very good at what you do. You're specialized. You make a lot of money. That's like, those are like the two corporate end states, I feel like. Basically. In 9 to 5. And it can also, instead of engineering, it could be like project management or something, whatever, operations. And I don't really want to do either of those things, honestly. Like, I didn't really want my boss's job. Would I have taken it? Yes. If they were like, we're firing your boss, will you take her job for more money? I would have taken it. I won't lie to you and say that I wouldn't have. But I don't really want to do that. If you look down like, something like tattooing, which is more like a trade, I don't know, the path at least looks more appealing to me, where it's like, be bad at the thing and not make money, get better at the thing and develop a reputation and start making more money, put genuine hours into the thing, get better and better and better, your reputation continues to spread, you make more money, you still have to deal with it, still work, you still have to deal with office politics, you still have to deal with office politics. And then eventually you might get to open your own tattoo shop and become your own boss and work your own hours. And that's, you know, then you're a business owner, but it's like a local small business owner. And that like sounds a little more appealing to me, personally. There's something there. But again, it's just, we're all it sounds like. You can't know what something's like. You have to just try stuff. There's a bristle whore named Gru. Oh my god, Mira. That's crazy. That's crazy. And yeah, job security, Sister of the Sea, a lot of the time wins. Did you prompt it like I said, Mira? The feet are crazy. Premium foot cam engagement? That's crazy. Tattoo shop route sounds more appealing, but yeah, rather ancient. I'm trying to be realistic also where I'm daydreaming right now, right? I haven't actually lived that life. I gotta walk around and see if I could, like, get a tattoo shop to, like, take me on as an apprentice. You know, or something. And I'm anticipating that that's gonna involve, like, grunt work. Like, returning to be, like, a total rookie in something. Like, being, like, the bottom of the totem pole in the shop. Like, sweeping up shit and taking out the trash and all the bullshit that nobody wants to do that's not even tattooing, to just, like, you know, do that and get into the industry. I'm probably gonna have to fucking do that, you know? I've heard that's the shit that's what it's like. Which is a weird thing to do at 32, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Just thinking about it. I'm thinking about it and I'm thinking aloud. It did a much better job at first until I literally told it to make it more of a meme. That's funny. Imagine it's like audio work, lots of competition you're going to have to work through. Yeah, I think one of the only saving graces I have in all of this that's like making me feel more positive about it, chat, is I have personally found as an adult in the working world that a lot of people don't try very well. And that's not to say that I have some magic thing of like, you just need elbow grease. But if you put your best foot forward and you actually try hard at shit, you'd be surprised. Like, it works. You know what I mean? A lot of people are kind of fucking shitty at their jobs. Where am I putting these points? Here. A lot of people are dumb 100%, yeah. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I sort of believe in myself if I set my mind to it. I just don't also know if I can do that and keep streaming and have money and survive. Because I have a mortgage now, and that comes first above everything. I do not want to lose the house. We did a lot just to get here, man. Oh, I don't know, dude. It's also, I can't help but acknowledge the fact that throughout my entire life, I've always, I've always wanted to do stuff that wasn't the typical path, which is like everybody does, right? How do you have a job as a common passing thought, unfortunately? Yeah. Obviously, nobody really wants to have, like, a typical job and stuff. I don't know. Trying to find something that actually works for me. I did, for what it's worth, I liked being a bartender. The main reason I got out of being a bartender was just because I wanted, like, the 9 to 5. I wanted to try, like, the regular life and try, like, making more, like, career money and stuff. I did it for 8 years, and I come out the other side, and I'm like, I think I actually really didn't like that. I think I really disliked that. Ability to learn is also its own skill in my last job, which I had no experience or interest in. I rapidly moved up because I picked on everything quickly. Yeah, 100%. Paying attention in training is a good skill at jobs, I've found. A lot of motherfuckers do not pay attention in training. Stepping into the unknown has always paid off. Yeah, I'm fairly resolved to at least look into it further at this point, Thakor, right? Because this is not just a passing feeling for what it's worth. We've entered the I am actually telling other people about it phase. about a year ago, Leah and I went and got tattooed. We got flash tattoos in Salem. And when I was in there with the tattoo artist, I decided to ask him about like what it is to be a tattooer, what it takes. Stuff like that, what my day-to-day would look like getting started. Because it was something that I had been thinking about then. You know? And this is kind of the layoff has just forced it with like, okay, that thing you had daydreamed about a little bit. Let's actually start thinking practically, what if we tried to make that reality? You know, and I'm not far in. I'm yapping about it a lot. But I'm not far in. I've done 2 steps. I got a sketchbook and I spent, 2 hours drawing once. Hey, thanks for the lurk, Squid. We got a long way to go. But honestly, it's helpful. I'm the kind of person it's helpful for me to be able to talk out some of this stuff. And I need to yap while we're killing all this stuff, and there's not much to talk about in a game like this. I guess I haven't commented that I like this snowy forest that we're in. It looks very nice. In the Frostvale Highlands. We missed stuff back here, though. We gotta swing back, for sure. I do personally know a tattoo artist who owns her own shop, and it took a long time, but she's very happy, yeah. Yeah, I feel like I know a lot of people that are tattooers, and they like it as well, because it's like, at that point, especially if you're well-known, you just get to do your art for a living. And there are parts of it that are a job and suck, just like streaming or any other dream job, Ooh, holy hell, that's a lot of damage. Yeah. I guess maybe with bartending, I could make it through the grunt work time, right? If I bartended just the weekends and then was like a tattoo grunt Monday to Thursday. And then I could just try to find time to stream wherever that worked around. This girl wanted to be a tattoo artist, but she sucked ass at drawing. I don't think I am incredible at drawing. I want to be straight up at that. I think I need to practice a lot and learn a lot to get better at drawing and to actually get to where I need to be a professional tattoo artist. But I don't think I inherently suck. I think that's where I'd put it. I don't think I inherently suck. I think like I'm all right at it. I drew a lot as a kid for fun. I have things that I can draw okay that I've drawn a bunch of times. If I work on it, I think I could get better at it. I was saying before we started recording, I was like, unlike, some other things, like I don't think I ever had it in the cards to be good at sports. I just lack the coordination. Draw on stream and you will both be judged and given lots of good tips. Yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking. And, I don't know. I don't want to alienate our current viewers. The stream is still primarily going to be gaming. The reality is you're going to be an apprentice for years before you're really at a good studio making money doing it. You think so? It's years? I guess, maybe. You might be right. Draw furry corner, you'll be fine. I kind of figured, like, if you stick at it for, I don't know. I was thinking, like, actual realistic timeline to start making money would be maybe, like, 6 months if you're very on it. If you're really on your shit. But maybe that's probably too optimistic. Because I don't know. I don't really know. The tattoo artist I talked to in Salem about it, he kind of gave me an idea where he's like, once you get going, you can, like, find a spot and you'll be somewhere and you'll be doing tattoos there and occasionally get pay and getting paid for it, but there'll be lots of days where you do go home with nothing. That's how he described it to me, was like, sometimes you get paid, sometimes you don't. That kind of thing. But this is also, of course, I'm going one guy's experience. My drummer yesterday was saying he has a buddy who's our age and just got into it like 2 years ago. So I kind of want to, like, I don't know, see if I could get in touch with him, talk to him about it. Yeah, people are more leery of new people. I probably should reach out to the dude that I've been tattooed by the most. If nothing else, it's now been a little while since I've gotten tattooed by him, but just if nothing else to, like, ask him. Be like, hey, I'm thinking about this. Hey, I got the guy. Would you be open to chatting about it? That kind of thing. But yeah, for what it's worth, if we at least compare it to streaming, which I've put 2 years and thousands of hours of effort into, 2 years and thousands of hours of effort into, and right now I'm still at a phase where, once again, I'm incredibly grateful for how much we've grown. There are people here right now. That's fucking awesome. Thank you for hanging out and watching me. Thank you, thank you. But realistically, we're at a point where the full-time horizon is not in sight. It is the only way that is in sight is if I get like a lucky break video that pops out of nowhere on YouTube, which may as well be hoping for a lottery ticket. What's up, Jay? Welcome in. I think if I had spent the last 2 years being an apprentice at a tattoo shop, I feel like my chances of turning that into a full-time job in that same timeline would be much higher. I obviously don't know this, but that is one of the ways that I'm saying it feels a little less dream jobby. There are a lot more people looking to go spend a couple $100s on tattoos than looking to go give a couple $100s to streamers on any given day. You know? Like, I have gotten tattooed by people that I didn't really know because I was somewhere and I wanted a piece of flash and they were there and available. And I gave them, you know, hundreds of dollars. And so that's kind of what I'm getting at, where they're at least, but again, who knows? It is. I've also heard that it's a rough time in tattooing right now, so I don't fucking. All right, hit him, hit him. Good news is, this is a great time, man. We're just moving and grooving through this shit. We're moving and grooving through this shit. Yeah, Jay, hope you're doing well. Hope your Wednesday's treating you well. Who's healing you? All right. Right. Up the log area was clean, yeah. Yeah, so far the zones have been cool. It's great, like classic wintry zone, you know? It does look great. I'm also not gonna lie and act like Grim Dawn is the most visually impressive game on the market. Love Grim Dawn, but you know, that's not where it's sitting. That's not what it's known for here. I should, when we eventually actually go through our items, I should try to look a little more carefully at what we pick up. Because we probably have some new stuff. You know? Some of it might not be, but some of it definitely is. Right. I'm ready for this work week to be over with. The residents be on one. Yeah. Some weeks, Jay, right? Once again, that's a tough job. I know I've said it before to you, but good on you working in like senior care. I feel like that's something I literally don't know if I would have the patience. So hats off to you. Same thing with like, I don't think I could work with kids, chat. You gotta know yourself, right? And there are certain things that it's like, I don't think I have it in me. A couple of times in college, my buddy Connor and I would sometimes DJ for events for money because we played in a cover band that came with, we had like a portable sound system, you know? We had 2 big PA speakers, we had a mixer, and that meant you can DJ as well. You can plug a laptop into that. You can run Spotify off that. Boom, you're DJing. You don't need to actually have a turntable and shit. So we did stuff like kids' birthday parties, school dances, weddings. We did a bunch of stuff like that. And I, in particular, fucking hated the kids' birthday parties. School dances were also annoying. But we were like, you know, up on a stage. We kind of didn't have to interact with them that directly. At the kids' birthday parties, we were kind of expected to, like, entertain. And to, like, do, you know, musical chairs and shit like that. And I remember one time, there was this little kid. It was, like, legit, like, an 8th birthday party or something. But one of the fucking kids that was there was just actually, like, a grade A cunt. Just a real little piece of shit. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I endorse corporal punishment or anything like that, but this kid's parents clearly could be a little more stern. Alright? This kid fucking sucked. And was being insolent and disrespectful to everybody, mean to the other kids, mean to me. Just observing this kid was infuriating me. He was infuriating me on behalf of the other kids. He wasn't even that bad to me directly. Like, he was a little annoying, but, like, it was mostly just watching the way he was with the other kids. It was like, this kid fucking sucks. And I'll say this. It felt really fucking good to make sure that he lost at musical chairs. Sorry, pal. Try having your finger on the pause button next time. Try making a better impression on those around you, and maybe life will bend itself to your will. You little shit. Hope that kid fucking learned something! It's the little things in life. Power abuse? I don't care. That's honestly... Whoa. Yo. One-handed weapon that actually increases our Damahe chat. Converts physical to vitality. I actually don't really want that, and I'm not using... I actually don't know, dog. I don't know. I'm not using Onslaught. It does make Onslaught into a thing, though. Ooh. I totally wanted the musical chairs part. The good kind, though. I think, genuinely, while that was power abuse and the scales were tipped against him, and it's not like I went up to him afterwards and was like, you know why you lost at musical chairs? Because I saw you and I judged you wanting. I judged your character wanting, little boy, and I decided that you needed to be punished by the universe and that the universe had manifested itself in me. I didn't do that or nothing, but you should have. But genuinely, I think people that are rude in public discount how much that actually affects people around you. People will go out of their way to be like, fuck that guy, if you outwardly suck. You know? I'd eat the kids day one straight to jail. The other day that I was at my nephew's birthday party, there was a guy at this person there, as this person entertained the kids, man, I need to be paid like millions to work at that. Yeah, even just that capacity I did it, I really didn't enjoy. Canadians are specialists at this. The only other time I ever did any power abuse like that, I think I told you guys this one, was I was doing a school dance. It was for like, I don't know, 9th graders or something. And, so they were like, you know, they were like fucking, you know, teens, hormonal teens. And a like gaggle of, you know, the popular pretty girls came up to Connor and I and were trying to like lean over the table and like bat their eyelashes at us to like get their request bumped up the line. And it was like, A, you're a child. B, you know, the cultural slot that you represent hated me in high school, and therefore I hate you. So no, you don't get shit. Back of the line. Back of the line. And that also felt probably better than it should have. Because, you know, I was like 22 or whatever. And was old enough to not be, you know, feeling spiteful against this unknown 15-year-old because she represented the 15-year-olds that rejected my ugly fat ass at 15. Oh, hey.
Watch yourself out there, lowland.
This the scouting party? Yeah. Need feathers? We aren't nice, we sure are polite, so everyone thinks we're nice. That's a big thing with the American South as well. There's a thing I have heard. I can't really speak to it. The people I know from the South have been very nice. But I've heard people say that the South is polite but not nice a lot of the time. And that the North is just mean, basically. The North just has a reputation for not being very nice. Polite? Yeah, see, Wash actually lives in the South. He can dissuade us of these notions. Swage. They told you this. My brother and I used to work in an old Western theme park when we were in high school. And he was a cowboy, meaning he had a bunch of skits and acts where he'd like rob a bank. Kids would chase him and tackle him, punch him and shit. I'm glad I was older, got put up laser tag, go-karts. Yeah, I don't know if I could take the little kids punching me and shit. For honesty, I'd rather you be an asshole than fake being nice. Well, we have a little bit of that in Massachusetts and Taxachusetts. I was on a fucking call the other day. Somebody called me from like the retirement fund, you know, because I had a 401k at my old job. And somebody from like the place that administers the 401k called me to be like, hey, what do you want to do with your 401k, basically? And at one point in the conversation, he was like, we were talking about taxes. And he goes, oh yeah, and where are you at again? And he was looking over our fellow, he goes, oh brother, you're from Taxachusetts. He goes, yeah, there's taxes, buddy. It's like, all right, man, all right, I get it. Doesn't fake it. We're kind of mean, but ultimately nice when it counts. Yeah, sometimes, I guess. Like when the Sox win. When it counts, like when the Sox win and when, you know, when the Pats are doing good. Oh, the damn liberals. Go Sox. Yeah, I really have no interest in any career that has to do with children. I don't think I could take it. I wasn't a good babysitter having to watch my sister as a kid, you know, like... It's just not my calling, man. I don't like kids that much. Like, if it's like... in moderation, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, visiting family, like Leah has like a very cute, like 5-year-old niece. It's fun for like an hour to sit on the floor and like play Barbies with, you know, her niece. That, sure, like that's a fun enough time, but like all day, every day, brother, I don't know, man. I feel like I'd probably feel differently if it were my kid. That's at least what people keep telling me. I will say I was very excited to show her How to Train Your Dragon. And then she did really like it, which was very vindicating. Really good with kids and they love me, but I can't stand kids. Yeah, exactly, Mira. Like, like, we were having a good time, you know what I mean? She wanted to keep playing Barbies. I was like, no, my ass gotta sit on the couch. Alright. But then again, if she's, you know, wants a tattoo, maybe I can hook her up. Obviously not at 5 years old, you know, later. What is this? The rock nest. Yeah, give me your eggs. Current events in my town just raised a billboard with photos of a young adult victim of drug poisoning. Everyone locally had the gall to get an uproar about it not being addressed properly and should reach substance abuse, which I feel like sums up the South's attitude. Jeez. Jeez. Yeah. I got no right to comment on someone from the Northeast, but yeah, brother, it's tough. Alright, we are chewing through, by the way. Our build's doing fine, baby. No problem so far in this DLC. What time is it, by the way? 6? We got about an hour till I gotta go to D&D. We can keep chilling. Chris, Uncle Chris tattooed by Barbies again. I actually was. My mom got a talking to from... My mom was a big gym rat when my brother and I were young. When we were little bambino baby boys. And by that, I mean, like, you know, maybe like 5 and 9. And she would very commonly drop us off at, like, the, kids club at the gym while she would go work out. And at one point, the, administrator of the kids club had to pull my mom aside and be like, you must stop your boys from declothing the Barbies. Because my brother and I just habitually, every time we'd go in, we'd open up the Barbie trunk, empty it out, we'd rip off all their clothes and pull off all their heads. And then we'd go about whatever else we were going to do for the day. And I'd like to say that I wasn't the master of the plan. It was my brother that instigated it, but I was definitely on board for it. Like, we'd get there and I'd be like, Barbies? And he'd be like, Barbies. You know? But yeah, so they were like, they went to my mom and they were like, tell him to cut that shit out. We have tried, or you're not gonna be able to bring these kids here anymore. You know, our mom's pulling our ears. What can I say? I like boobs from a young age. Huge. Right. Hey, more guys. Oh, dear. Oh, wait, I said I was going to read the stuff in this chat. I'm so sorry. Honestly, I'm going to play this the way that I play ARPGs, which is a lot of the time I just don't read the stuff. Sometimes I do if it catches my fancy, but right now it's not catching my fancy. I will say in Grim Dawn, when I read the stuff, it's all very cool. Like the times that it catches my fancy and I read the lore notes, they're sweet. Alright, I still need more rock feathers. You know what I mean? It's like, I wonder if you polled World of Warcraft players, how many players read the quest text? You know, it's like that kind of thing. I think a lot of people that play this do not read the quest text. Which is funny and kind of sad, because somebody probably puts a lot of effort into it, right? I know they do. The writing's good when you read it. Never quest text? Yeah. I think this is pretty much the standard experience that they expect from most players. We're pretty much just moving and grooving. I do have some, like, devotion points to spend, I think, and stuff. But honestly, whatever. We can spend them all in a little burst later. Saw a mod for Retail WoW that yassifies the quest text. That's funny. I think I paused my WoW subscription, not actually shut it off. They have, like, this pause feature now. I think so. I can't remember. I know it's not active right now. Just for the best. I honestly got enough shit to play as it is. My drummer was trying to peer pressure me into playing more, Play This by R2 last night. He's been asking me at, like, the last several practices, and I was like, no, I still haven't played. And he's like, man, we gotta be able to talk about this. I was like, all right, man. Hey, good night, Kibber. Thanks for hanging, buddy. The frost plume mantle of the fox. Right. I think we cleared everything back here. Once again, I kind of just want to make sure I actually got the whole map. Cool. You're blocked off. Auto accept turn in. Weirdly, Mira, I have tried those before. I know Leatrix Maps is a good add-on. I actually like clicking the turn in. I don't know if I would need to accept it, but I like clicking the turn in. That's good dopamine. Alright, heading up this way. Killing more of these guys. It is funny how much game feel work they do in Grim Dawn just with screen shake. Because it feels pretty satisfying to be clearing out these mobs, even though, like, a lot of it is legit me just, like, jumping onto them and then, like, holding left click. Jump onto them, spam a few of my skills, and then just hold left click for a second. Fan a few of my skills again. Hold left click for a second. Like, it's very fun. Down over here. Make sure we get everything. Yup. To pause, had it pause with shift clicking, so when I knew there was a reward, I'd take my time, click it manually for that dopamine. Ah, but when accepting, yeah, just yoink it all without even glancing. Yeah. That's fair, that's fair. You've met me in the middle, Mirabu. Right. Yeah, I feel like picking them up makes sense to me, largely. There's that rock nest. I've got 3 feathers now. We have the choice flank. We have the mark of passage. We've actually completed all our quests here. Oh, it's just another rock feather. Okay. Sometimes with some of the quests of this game, you can pick up extras of quest items and then stash them in your stash. So for your next time around or your next character, you can just stag them. Bring it nice and easy. I think we might have missed something back here, actually. Let's double back now before we get too far. There are all these guys. Yeah, misclicking a piece of ground loot? Yeah. You have a fishing quest in Terraria sometimes? Yeah, that was another one where you do that. Stuff like this, too, it might genuinely be nothing. Yeah, it's nothing, but you want to check, because you never know. In ARPGs, they'll be like, you'll miss the teeniest little paths, and then it does turn out to be fucking something. Especially ones like this where there are lots of little secrets. We're fighting little, like, demon beavers, by the way, which is kind of sick. ARPGs also #1 best genre for designing really awesome enemies that players just don't even look at. Myself included, like, I do, and I want the enemies to be designed and cool, and it's awesome when, like, right there, I had that moment where I was like, whoa, look at that sweet beaver. You know? But, like, in a pack, you'll be fighting, like, a giant Pudge-looking guy, and a Balrog, and a demon beaver, and, you know, a human with a gun, and then 15 skeletons. Do you like looking at that sweet beaver? Yeah, and it's all just a health bar. It's all just a health bar. Beavers over koalas. Wish more games had bestiaries with 3D models. Yeah, I love when games do that. OG RE4 had one. I like those. I like model viewers. I also like art viewers in games and stuff, for when like you unlock little art things in game. You don't need that shit, but it's cool. And if you're really into the game, it's more stuff to click around in and look at and get. And WIMO. Alright. Come on, guys. Just stay underground. Like, look what happened. Alright. Blood and Ice. A Song of Ice and Fire. This. And over. All pretty easy peasy so far, man. And I'm very curious to see what the bosses are like in this DLC, just because I've heard some people saying that they're more like, you know, PoE pilled, where like it's a lot of like one-tap attacks that you have to learn mechanics for. But then Kibber earlier was saying that wasn't their experience in this DLC. Well, I don't know, man. Alright, we're cranking like a hog in heat. Good stuff. Yeah, I definitely might off stream as well roll up another Pets character. I remember really enjoying playing pets in this game, and it's been long enough that I could, like, try to manufacture a build like I've done in the past without looking at guides, and it'd probably be fun. Well, Crunch and Chat, I have work tomorrow, and therefore shall take us mine leave for the eve. Hey, I'll catch you later, Evil. Thanks for hanging, buddy. Have a great night. And I hope work goes well tomorrow, man. Down this little nub. Nothing? Why are you doing this to me? Alright, we hit you. Passage opens in the cliff nearby. Cool. Whoa. Neat. All right. I'm dying. Okay. Turn in some quests. Yeah, baby. Alright, there's another one to turn in somewhere, wherever the molted rock feathers go. It was somebody like at one of those camps. Maybe at the other one? Not that, sorry. We have our level, physique, as always. And then 2 points in here. Nice, and now that's maxed out. Blood Frenzy's maxed out, which is huge. You can play an MMO where there's a ton of classes, Holy Trinity deal, talking like Overwatch League tier amount. Then what would be the niche? That would be the niche of the game, but each class very specific to their flavor. Lightning Mage would be the only that would have a ton of diff spells passives themed around PoE style increases. Recommended to hold or flop. I think it would hold, Mira. I think that the idea just requires too much work. You know? To make an MMO work in that space would require way too much work to actually get off the ground, I feel like. You know? People would love that. I think that sounds great. But there'd be so much balancing you'd have to do and so many different little abilities and things and stuff. And on top of it also being a functioning MMO, you know? I don't know, though. Maybe I'm just being a negative Nancy. Maybe it could be done. You turn off the option for Twitch to train Gen AI off your streams? Is on by default? No, I'll do that. Good to know, Eddie. I turned it on twice. Yeah, I want Gen AI to steal my middling bits. Aelin, yep, that's who I'm going to. Nice. But yeah, no, legit, I'll look for that. I'll turn that off. Gotta do my part to fight against it. You can't have my bits, ChatGPT. Shit on my tits is mine. Okay, now we're good. Turned in both of our quests. Hit me up here. Wow, actually a lot of ground still to cover in the DLC. We've barely gotten started. A lot of stuff. Looking at buying a new PC, man, those DDR5 are insanely expensive. I'll stay at previous gen stuff. Yeah, they are. They're crazy. They're crazy. By the way, I've got devotion points to spend. Just one of them. Just one of them. I was working my way through you right here. Offensive ability, resistance, max poison and acid resistance. Love it. I want to come down here, get more vitality and chaos, but specifically I really want this guy. Just going to put a bunch of extra flat chaos damage on our attacks, as well as give us more chaos damage. And health regen. So, really great. Is it optimal? I don't know, but I want it. But I want it! Single RAM stick costs as much as whole last gen VGA, yeah. Yeah, honestly, my computer's probably appreciated significantly in price. You know? Because I've got, like, I forget, like, 64 gigs of RAM or whatever. And I got it, like, right before the price boom started. I got it in November 2024. It was already like, it was expensive, but it's gotten way worse. But yeah, I guess at the end of the day, if Leah and I are on rice and beans, I could just sell my PC, chat. Yep. I also, too, technically, not that I want to do this, but it's nice to know that if worse comes to worse, I do have my retirement fund that I could, you know, I now need to decide what to do with. One of the options, which is just take the money. Which I'm not going to do right now, but, you know, I'll put it in an IRA or whatever, and then I could cash it out if I was really desperate. But I don't want to do that. I'll start bartending or something before that. Sell oatmeal. Honestly, I might, if I care about content creation, which I like streaming. I wouldn't say I'm desperate to be a content creator. I like streaming. It would not be a bad idea for me to make an account called Daily Oatmeal. And I post one short of oatmeal a day. It would be very low effort, and I think it actually has a much higher chance of taking off and making social media money than, like, literally all of my streaming efforts. Oh, maybe I should think about that seriously. It'll work easily, yeah? Yeah, something to consider. No editor or nothing. I could probably just take a video of oatmeal with my phone and just post it on TikTok, right? I'll just let TikTok choose a sound to play along with it, or maybe not even. Oatmeal feet pics. Yeah, we'd definitely be showing his toesies if I were to do this. Sneak a little sack in every day. Just the other day, Mom and Sister were talking about this person that rescued a sheep, and now they're an instant and shit where people donate money. Oh yeah, it's a very legit thing to be like, I make content around my pet. That said, just like any kind of content creation, there's 1,000,001 people trying to do it. It's just exactly the same as streaming, but I weirdly feel like oatmeal probably would have an easier time. Yeah, never start a ferret rescue. If you do, you have no choice but to roach in World of Warcraft. It's just them's the breaks. Woo! Pirate Software must be doing some kind of push to get his content shown to people again. I mentioned this a little while back, but it's kept happening. I've been getting like notifications from TikTok about Pirate Software posts. And I don't follow him or anything. But it'll be like, he's similar to people you've interacted with before. You should check out his content. And one of those times I was like, why is this happening? So I did click it, reinforcing the loop. That's probably why I've kept getting them, because I clicked it one time, like a fool. And then I checked out his profile, and he like used to get like millions of views, and then it dropped to literally like hundreds. And then now it seems like he's probably been like, yeah, I took the lure. He's probably been like promoting them or something, which is probably why I got pushed to me, and now he's like getting some thousands again. It seems like he really fucking washed out. I wonder if he still got viewers. Probably, right? He must. He was at like 15K concurrent before the whole WoW drama. A lot of guys love a tight enemy pack like that. That was a lot of Damahe, though. Get a huge fallout with his entire mod team? Jesus Christ, dude. Hold it the fuck together, man. I just don't get how you end up in that situation. I guess it gets more complicated as you know, it becomes a real job and you're paying salaries and stuff. Ego, yeah, yes. Watch the Phantom get sucked into my drawbridge. This drawbridge is your magnum opus. Waiting. All right. Moving through the damn mountain pass, chat. Pretty much a whole lot of nothing so far. Another one of these shrine things over here to pop for items. Still haven't actually totally filled up my bags once so far being an expansion, which is nice. It shows you it takes a while to kind of fill it, even with like, ooh, new unique, lightning thing, chain lightning, 100% chance on crit, fun. I don't know if that item's actually new though. All right. This. I'm just clearing the guys. Pretty easy peasy. It'd be fun to get back into Minecraft at some point. Like I was saying earlier, I think most likely Factorio is going to take the place of Calamity, but Minecraft's definitely coming, and the whole Terraria drama definitely makes Minecraft feel like maybe sooner is better. And who knows, it might go well with just the channel. It might convert some Terraria viewers, something like that. Though I don't know, I'm not totally convinced like just Survival Crafter does that. And Minecraft, I would say, is the most saturated game on YouTube. Maybe Fortnite's more saturated, but probably not, because Minecraft's been around for so much longer, you know? And Fortnite's also kind of now very definitively past its prime, right? Whereas like Minecraft is fine. Minecraft's absolutely still like one of the most played games on the planet. And Fortnite is too, but I feel like it's like very much so on the way down. That said, I'm just talking vibes. Minecraft might attract the kids. Not really the audience I'm after, to be fair. I'm kind of looking for like, you know, I want to steal Northern Lions viewers. I want the... I want the 35-year-old autist with the 9 to 5. That was a warning. Keep me going this way. I feel like vanilla MC Terraria art is interchangeable in terms of audience, yet modded is. That's fascinating. I guess there's some sense to it. Terraria does seem to be one thing that still does okay on the channel. Both of the Terraria, the big Terraria uploads we did in the last like 6 months, both got a decent number of views. Survival craft perspective, at least. Yeah. That's fair. I guess because you're saying vanilla Minecraft is not like a progression boss-based experience in the same way as Terraria is. But there are probably lots of mine packs that make it like... Taking some heavy damage sometimes here. What's my cold resistance at? 60. We should look at getting that all the way up to 80. Versus hardcore questing packs. Yeah. Yeah, which for me, largely, I do like a bit of questing in my survival craft, but in particular, I personally love survival crafting for the fact that it's distinctly not that all the time. Like, it is fun to go through and do some amount of linear progressing, but I largely am there in order to unlock all the stuff and be able to build more. And that's just, I know that everybody plays with their shit differently. That's just me personally. Well, like, Enshrouded's a good example where, like, I did enjoy the progression. It was, you know, it's not like the combat was amazing or anything, but, like, the progression's fun. And in Terraria, I enjoy going through the progression. Sometimes it's annoying that it feels like, at least streaming it, like, you're really not encouraged to stop and smell the roses at all, which I want to do with a survival crafter. Because there's nothing actually rushing you in any of them. And slow-paced experiences are nice, man. That's why I like Classic WoW, you know?
What are you?
Classic WoW is slow as fuck. And it's, like, awesome. It stood the test of time. People still like it. Sandbox with the option to take the linear guidance, yeah. Like the ones where the progression leads to more fun stuff to build, though not an insane level of some of the Greg Tech builds. Yeah, I like that too. That's one thing that Enshrouded did well, Cooper. You legitimately, like, unlock blocks throughout the game, and as you progress into the deeper and deeper zones, you get new block types, which is pretty similar to, like, you know, most of the other progression survival crafters, but I felt that it was just, like, well balanced and made me want to progress through the game just to get things to be able to build with. Which is fun. Yeah, we're fighting more of these beeves. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to sandbox environment when it comes to survival crafters, because in most survival crafters, build a big, cool castle by my standards is an enormous task that takes a lot of time and is enough of a goal that I don't actually need concrete goals from the game outside of how do I get the things I need to build my castle. And again, progression's fun. One of the things that I'm excited for in Minecraft is apparently you can earn something that lets you fly in Minecraft, Elytria or whatever. I literally don't know what that is. I've never done it. They're wings or some shit. But that would be fun for me. I always wanted, when I've played Minecraft in the past, I'm like, I want survival mode. I don't want creative, but I wish I could fly so that I don't have to build fucking dirt towers to build goddamn ceilings. Because it's just, that just gets old a little bit. Like if you're building like a giant, you know, cathedral-ass castle, get good. I mean, I've done it. It's fine. You know, and you have a good day of building and putting your ceilings up, but then that one time you fucking fall and die, it's like, you know, rage-inducing. Lutria's not for building, really. It's just for fun. Oh, it's not like survive. It's not like creative mode flying. Oh, lame. I mean, that's still cool. It's still cool, but I guess not really what I want. Way too invested in, I too was way more invested in epic Minecraft builds as a younger man. That's still, building's mostly what attracts me to survival crafters. Again, not entirely. I like the adventuring too. Happy Gast is closer to the building flight too. That's so annoying to me. Why is it not like Minecraft, if you play on like Bedrock or whatever? I remember one of the last times I played, it like lets you like kind of customize your game a bit, but there's not just a toggle that's like toggle you can fly now. And why the fuck not? They're probably your mods. It's just for distance gliding with the potential for continuous flight. Okay. You hit like air vents or some shit. Welcome back, by the way, Squid. Being able to fly doesn't even remove that much of the actual difficulty in Minecraft. There's a bit of it. It would help you survive early game. Like a lot of the shit, like in caves and stuff anyways. I just want to be able to build, dog. I just want to be able to build roofs. I'm sure there's a mod for that, though. I'm talking about my weenie vanilla experiences. Yeah, I feel like if I could play For flight, both standard creative kind and with things like Angel Ring, full-on jetpacks if you power them. Nice. If I were to play Minecraft, it would be fun to do like very lightly modded just to fit my exact specifications. Like I would probably do a flying thing. I would look into the different flying mods as well as I wouldn't mind like increasing like, you know, like stack sizes. Those kinds of things. Couple of little QOL things like that, but I actually am one of those sickos that I like having to go and like create a giant mine for my deep slate, you know? And having to spend time like harvesting row after row after row of thing. I wouldn't want to take away that experience. There's stuff like that that I would preserve that some people would QOL away, but I like and it's part of the experience for me. That shit's like meditative. Quality of life mods, apple skin to show saturation overlaid in your hunger. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, some stuff like that would be nice, but I would like to, because I haven't ever done like the Nether or killed the Ender Dragon. Hey, we'll see you later, Road Wolf. Thanks for hanging, buddy. Since I haven't ever like killed the Ender Dragon or gone to the Nether, it would be fun to at least see that. Yep. Creative flight is lame as fuck and survival MC for building. Really? You think so? On the side of the survival craft restraints, adding to the impressiveness of a build due to those limitations. If doing it in creative mode, then it starts to lean much more to the creative of a piece of art with brushes. Yeah, but I guess for me, I get the survival craft fun on like, I still have to earn the materials. I have to earn the materials and get all the stuff. I just feel like I don't think it's fun to have to repeatedly put up dirt towers to build ceilings. Like, honestly. But that's, again, where we're fine to, like, differ. But I don't think that's the same as creative mode where you just automatically have a trillion of every single block. Like, a problem of, like, how am I going to get enough paper to fill my library is a fun survival craft problem to solve. Having to build 16 dirt towers in order to put up my cathedral ceiling is not as fun of a survival craft problem to solve. Players often fall into roles for a reason. I really don't like mining, so I'd have to interact with the miner to get the materials I need in bulk. Gotcha. There's scaffolding blocks. Oh, okay. See, I haven't fucked with that. Go up and down quick and be climbed in more. That does make it better. Scaffolding, that makes it better. That's a potential solve. Because I'm legit just talking about the very specific experience of dirt towers. The last time I built, that was how I did it. And I built like a tall fucking castle. And don't get me wrong, I see what you're talking about, Mira, where it's like, not only did I do this, I did this building dirt towers to, you know, get that ceiling up there. But it just felt like the kind of minutia that I would actually QOL away. Yeah, scaffolding, if I try scaffolding, that might work for me. That might be enough to keep me in survival mode without feeling like as annoyed as I was with dirt towers. Stack them and break them all from the bottom block. That is nice. You're saying you can stack them all from the bottom block? Like you just hold click and it'll just go high? That does sound pretty nice.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello.
Came for that perspective view, goddamn. Oh, and they all break with physics. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of nice. I think you'd love scaffolding for your purposes. It sounds like it. It sounds like they came up with a solution that works well enough. Because that accomplishes the same thing. That accomplishes the same thing. It's just like the creative flying is a much cleaner way to solve it. that I don't think... I don't know. Yeah, me personally, that's... Me personally, that's basically just as cheesy as having, like, creative style flight for building is, you know? As far as, like, the skill limitation of it. Because that's just you can without penalty. Friction enough from the community for them to remedy it. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense being more... Because, like I said, I think early survival flying could be a bit of a cop-out. Like, oh, it's nighttime, I'll just fly straight into the air and avoid the enemies. You know? That definitely takes away some of the fun of survival. So don't get me wrong there. I see that for sure. But just when it comes to the point where you're like, I'm literally just building... Super nice. Super nice. In a way that for me doesn't take away from the like the building of it, you know? It doesn't make it like creative where it's just you had a palette of all the blocks available to you and everything. I was playing with mod mechanics and building farms, so waiting light points, sandbox game, people find their lane. Yeah, that's the beauty of it. That Witch Spire game, super curious to see how that building tech works. I don't remember, no. The name sounds familiar, but I can't conjure it off the top of my head. All right. Because, yeah, it's funny, even thinking through my argument of where I'm like, I find putting up the dirt towers and pulling them down not fun. Somebody else could use that same exact argument for being like, yeah, and I think having infinite materials is, you know, not fun. So I don't want to do that part of survival, but I like having to do dirt towers. So I want survival, you know, and it's all just preferences, man. It's all just the way we want to play with our toy, right? It doesn't really make sense that I like digging up stacks of fucking deep slate, but I do. And that's more of the, like, yeah, find your lane thing. I am like a hoarder, a material farmer. I enjoy that. I enjoy systematically doing it. Some people like big titty dirt towers, yeah. Some people like infinite material thick ass. But yeah, that was like a lot of people were saying like they, you know, were encouraging the mod in Terraria where it's like you get 30 of a potion and then you just have infinite. Very pretty floaty looking game, which is riding brooms and stuff. You project yourself a certain distance from your body to build. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Survival craft game. What did that? Once Human did that. I played a little Once Human on stream and I really didn't like it very much at the end of the day. There were things I liked about it. One of which was flight mode in your building square. So like Enshrouded does this too, where you kind of like set up a plot where it's like, that's your plot you can build on. That's your plot you can build on. And basically you just go into building mode and you no longer are a character or entity. You are just a flying camera inside of your building plot. And I think that is sick as well. That's awesome. Rest of the game is still full, like, you know, regular survival rules. You have to run around as a character. But just on your building plot, you can fly around and be just like a camera in the sky. That completely assuages me as well. I think that's a good system. And it's purely just because I do love building in these games, and roofs are such a pain in the fucking ass. Climbing up on the roof, dealing with being on the roof, or having dirt towers. You know? It's such a pain in the ass, man. But, like, you gotta build roofs. Roofs are a part of making a cool building. Still want to have to, like, place it all by hand and everything, you know? I guess you still even have to do that in creative with Minecraft. I'm sure there are mods that let you not do that. Be like, put a 20 by 40 wall of obsidian here. I'm sure that's a thing as well. Environmental controllers are a nice mod for that. MC, it affects an area like a beacon, but more options including creative flight. So anyone at your base would have flight there, but not when out of entering. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah. World edit is what you do for that? Okay, nice. Yeah, that was like when we watched that one Minecraft video and we were just bagging on it because the dude was like, I built this like insane thing, but he did it all with world edit. So it was like, you're not even playing Minecraft at that point, bro. You're drawing in Photoshop. You know? It's like a thing, but saying you made it in Minecraft is not really what is implied. Because again, even creative Minecraft, like the whole painting with brushes thing, Mira has some legs, but it's like, it's different when you have to place blocks one by one. You know? Tool has its own command language for so many variables for single-click results. That's crazy. All right. The Drunkard's Hearth. Stages rather than one side or the other, yeah. Yeah, and I feel like world edit is when you've gotten to basically painting with brushes. At least if you're adept at world edit and like use it all its tools and stuff. Whoa, what's all this? Cool big gate. Kernhold. The War of the Meads. Hell yeah. New little, like, Viking hub. Horse's Shit is the name of this note, chat. Alright, you got me with the clickbait. Let's read Horse's Shit. Where is it? From the ruminations of Einar the Drunken Skald. Dark road strode I boldly, boot shod brisk and steady. Stallions leaving lay in waiting, soft and foul days fermenting. Heels sank deep in horses' apples, forest green with dark brown dapples. Curses split the evening air. A fool I am now standing here. It's actually pretty funny. It's actually pretty funny. Stallions leavings lay in waiting. You make an entire mountain in like 30 seconds with it if you preset your palette? Yeah, it's crazy. Turned world edit into a magic system for the brief period I used it. I did try to build the Parthenon in MC a long time ago. After 2 years, I gave up. World edit tools might have helped. Yeah. Absolute poetry. But yeah, see, they also like to get a little silly with it, chat. A lot of lore. Look at all the fucking lore knights. Holy shit. There's all XP, by the way. Sweet, sweet XP. One thing this game does, too, that's a small little thing that I like, chat. When you gain XP in rapid succession, it shows up as like a bright yellow bar that builds. And then when you actually kind of stop gaining XP, then that bit fills. So if you're clearing like a big pack, you can see exactly how much XP you're getting from that pack from beginning to end. Which I really enjoy. It's a nice little touch. Nice little touch. All right, it's 6:46. I got D&D at 7. I want to like pee and stuff and, you know, stand up and stretch before sitting back down for another 3 hours for D&D. So let's call it there for the day because we just hit a nice stopping point by hitting this base anyways. A lot of fun checking this out so far. I am going to try to at least show the rest of the DLC on stream. So we'll probably be coming back for this for like the pre-stream on Friday, maybe. Been a lot of fun so far. Hopefully y'all have enjoyed hanging out. If you hadn't, you're watching here on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody. And for y'all hanging here live, we're going to go ahead and end the stream there. I'm going to quit out. I will not play this character more, though. I will save this character for the rest of the DLC on stream just to show it all off. Probably going to spin up a pets character like I talked about for actually playing off stream. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream live there. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll catch you later, YouTube. We'll be back tomorrow with 2 requests. We're going to be playing Final Fantasy VII and ENA Dream Barbecue, which I got like basically no fucking idea what it is. But yeah, so see you later, YouTube. And for y'all watching on Twitch, let's raid somewhere, man. Let's freaking raid